Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. Please don't jump on me today. Alrighty. Okay, what do I got here? Well, them are cool. 4th of July paper. Oh, can't show that. I don't understand. Can't even watch my own life. Them are cool. Like that. There I am. That. Those are cool. Let's see. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That 20 calendar. Where did I get this from this time? Drums. Okay. I'm gonna put that somewhere. Put that right there for now. So we got pad of paper. These cool stamp stickers. Awesome sauce. Alrighty, what do I want to do, guys? What do I want to do? Oh. Interesting. Let's turn it on when I need it. Hello, everybody. How are you? So I fell asleep. I woke up about an hour ago. I fell asleep at 6:30. That's not good because now I'm sleeping out of whack. So here, there's some gluing in my glue book. Things I got stacked up here somewhere. There. A page or two. Maybe some. Hi, butterfly. Maybe some stamped images color. I gotta put these away for the kids. This stuff I plan on putting in my book. And you can't see the top of my desk right now. It's unreal. Okay. So how are you? What are you up to tonight? Well, I laid down. I had a slight headache at about 6 o'clock. I just woke up. At least I don't have the headache. But now I'm up for a while, so I thought I'd just come on and I don't know, have a bucket full of stuff I could put in my art journal. I got all my magazines sitting out here. I was stamping and show you. I was asked to do some for a sale. These are little stamped images. Woo. That I've been stamping and coloring for a next coming up sale. It will work on them. Somebody asked me to make some, and I said I could. I would. And that's what I might do. I got the magazines stacked here. They're actually driving me crazy. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp out and color. I feel like coloring. I love coloring. So. Okay, get them back in the package. But so far I've done 3 packs. Hello, Jen. Or I could get out my art journal and do some art journaling because I have all that sitting here. Also, this is my art journal box. I put stuff into the art journal. Like I said, I have stuff on my desk that needs to be taken care of, cleaned up, put away, kind of thing. I'm doing it at the same time. But the other night, I did the canvas. I finished it. My Q-tip just fell all over. I started a journal, but I'm waiting for my ink to come in. I am so mad at HP right now. My son got an earful from me for today. Oh, what the hell did I hit here? So I finished this the other night. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm actually proud of myself on this. I did go around the letters with the black. Now I just got to move a little stuff around so I can hang it up. All right. Let's stamp some images out. So I recently got new stamps. And it was a good deal on this, actually. I had paid $19. So you got Under the Sea, Summer Safari. So let's see, Under the Sea, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stamps? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stamps. Called Under the Sea. And then you got matching paper, and I'll show you that. And then you got Summer Safari, 28 pieces. And then you got The Great Outdoors, 35 pieces. Plus the die, the little camper die and sign die. That was cute. And then you got this one, Beyond the Woods. This is pretty, actually. And then you got the safari paper. The mermaid paper. So cool. I love the paper. It's the Safari paper. Here, got it. I paid $18 for this. That was a pretty good deal. Plus, then you got the book. So let's stamp and color. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. So, let's do. What do we want to stamp out first? Let's stamp out this one. Okay. Oh. Excuse me. Man, I got the sniffles now. Don't know why. I don't know why. Cute little set. Cute little set. Did anybody go hit the Hobby Lobby? They had some great sales, man. I did. I thought I was gonna get in trouble from the hubby, but yeah, it was cool. Didn't say a word to me. Let's see. Put the trees. Probably the sign in the log. Okay. Yeah. in there. Sheet. The critters. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, a while ago. It's been a while since I did a Christmas in July swap. I'm gonna put swapping across America up. If you're not in the group, please join the group. I assist in it. Bima, Sabrina. Right now we got a pocket letter swap going on right there. And I probably will do a Christmas in July coming up. Facebook group. We put swaps up. We just started it. We got a lot of members yet. That notebook has a bear. And oh my God, I'm sorry about me sniffling over here. We went from having nice weather on Wednesday to rainy, damp today. I was like, oh my God, Wisconsin, please. And freezing. They said to cover your gardening with the temperature. I'm like, cover your plants. And hedgehog. I have no idea. Do like Santa on a beach scene. That'd be cute. Santa on the beach. Alright, let's see what one I have done over here. Oh, no, I haven't done that one. Did this one. So put that down together. Alright. I haven't done this one yet. Put this. Did that one. Okay. That's what I would do. It's like Santa on the beach. I mean, it depends how the demonstration. I mean, they want some. They want it. I mean, I know it's Christmas in July, but is it supposed to be summer July or legit Christmas? Okay, maybe my nose will stop snuffling. All right, let's see. Starfish. Hi, Steph. I thought about doing a card set and possible embellishment. Other than that, not sure. Try doing a Christmas in July. There's going to be a Christmas in July coming up. Swap, and I'll put it up in June. I haven't done a lot of swaps, babe. Sorry. I made 5 or 3 of them. The same person. Oh, I usually just make smile mail. Oh, that's cool. Smile mail. Ah, sorry about that. Oh. Oh man, I can't from left field. Oh, my eyes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm going to start coloring after this one. I don't know. So, okay. That's small. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Yeah, this mermaid. So we're going to finish it then. Then I'll be done stamping. And I'll color. And I'll color. Okay. Alright. That's what I think I'm gonna need. The big one. And I'm outside with you. It's raining and ucky here. Dogs probably wouldn't want to go out. Probably look at you and say, I don't think so, Mom. That's probably why I got the sniffles. So I have a 4th of July pocket letter swap coming up. I have, by the way, I'm going to put this Sabrina's channel in the link, description box, guys. Sabrina has her 3-year or 4-year anniversary challenge going on right now. 3-year. And it's just required, but would. Here you go. Asking for a pocket letter. And it's got a nice prize. So here's Sabrina's video for what she's asking for. So go check it out, guys. I got to work on that. Got 2 of them going on. Birthday card for Zach. That one. $84. It's $84 for Worried By You. I don't even know my temp. Let's see. 43. 41. And rain. Crazy. Oh, ew. Coral. Can't do any crafting in June. Building month. I stamped that. Grandkids' last day of school is tomorrow. And then I will have the kids when Diamond works. So that's how my summer will be spent. So I'm going to try and get back into working out. So I thought I didn't waste everything. Ugh. Yeah, so I start watching the kids. Riley's last day was today. Allie and Coda's is tomorrow. And then I'll get Diamond's schedule. And know when I'll have the grands. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, our cabin. Nice. Come on. I'm going to tell you a bugger to get off. Jeez. That's too big. Sorry, I'm about the sniffles. There's nothing I can do. There's just, I give up. Make a splash. Make a splash. There. All right. That is all stamped up. Then I'm going to stamp out for a while. And I'm going to color. After I put things away here. This together. The other mermaid one went away. Put them together. Okay. Alrighty. Got that done. So I'm going to start coloring. Okay. Try to make some room on my desk here. There we go. Okay. Hobby Lobby. $65.91. This is the deal, guys. This is crazy. Why does this keep popping up? Stop it. Okay. Hi, Chris. So I went to Hobby Lobby. Did anybody watch that haul? What's my favorite color? Red, hot pink, and black together, or turquoise. So I went to Hobby Lobby. Anybody see what I bought? If not, I can show you. I spent $65.91. And if I would have bought it at regular price, not on sale, $271.40. Okay, Donna, you watched it? Yeah. I mean, what the deals? Okay, you want to see? I got it all sitting here. It's not being in any particular order. I still have to put it away. Also, the sticklers. Oh, okay. Take a swig here. Oh. Your winter here is bipolar. No, my winter is more bipolar. Well, I went in, I was only supposed to spend $20, but the savings were so. The paper put me over. So I picked these up. They're little shakers. They were $4.99 to $1.24. And then this little unicorn sticker. They were $3.99 to 99 cents. The little girls, I ended up with 2 of them. I don't know how I managed that, but I did. Them I have to keep separate because I'm sending them to a friend. So I got that. I got these Christmas ones. $4.99 to $1.24. Look at this Christmas. Isn't that cute? I like all this, but she looks weird to me. $1.24 from $4.99. Now these right here, I'll show you in a second. Got some seashells, kind of glittery. Got this cactus one, 74 cents. This was seashells were 74 cents. This one was 74. This one was 74. The little frogs. I thought the frogs were just cute. 74. This one I love because of the globe. I have a thing for globes. And of course tickets. 74. Got 2 of those. This one is Take a Walk. I thought it was so pretty with the fish. Find Your Happy Place. Got 2 of them. And then I got a Happy Birthday one. The banner I thought was cute. I wish they only had 1 of these because I'd have bought more than one birthday one. And that's 1 pack of stickers. Yeah, that's how I'm living. Wednesday, I think we were at 84, 86. We're at 41 today with rain. Got this little one with the girls. There's unicorns. I love this. I wish they had more of this one. This one was $1.24. I just think that's so pretty. The Little Mermaids with some bling on it. The bicycle in the house and the light pole. The swan. I don't know what you would call this, but I just thought it was pretty. 99 cents. These were 99 cents. And the little sea creatures. And then I got the Summer Girl. And I got Thanksgiving. Doesn't look like her little hair ties in her mouth, though. That's sticker pack. And then I got this one. Then I got the toucan, 74 cents. These were 99 cents, the little blingy dots. 62 cents for this one. The big holiday. And then 62 cents for the USA, 4th of July, Christmas, Easter, summer, winter. I think I got the seasons covered in the girl department. And then I thought the music notes were cool. I just thought this one was neat. Flamingos. My granddaughter likes foxes, so I bought that one. And for 74 cents for the grandchildren to play with. These were just, I think these stickers are out all year long. And makeup, little Paris, and the one granddaughter likes giraffes for 74 cents. They can destroy him. Yeah, I think these are a line that they have out all year long. Then I got this one, 74 cents. The girls, Happy Valentine's Day. And then I got these. With these, you'll see why I got them. And more money. I would have went back. I would have bought more, but yeah. I got the Paper Pack Studio, $10, $9.99 originally, down to $1.49. This one has 39 pieces in. You got the stickers here, alphabet here, 5 designs, 2 each. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. No, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pieces of, yeah. cardstock, card paper, and then these are die cuts of girls. I don't even know why I bought that one. But I thought this one, I didn't buy this because of the llamas or anything or the parasite. I liked the paper for $1.49. Die cuts, I made them, but I liked the paper, so I grabbed it. And here's another girl one. And we got the girls, the alphabet, the paper, the die cuts. This is one of my favorites. I wish they would have had the paper pack for this. Or the big paper pack. They weren't clearance in the paper pack, but they were clearance in the kit. Go figure. And it's not about the unicorn. And they only had one, because this would have been a duplicate buy. I loved the paper. Not so much the die cuts, but it was the paper. Loved it. Then, my all-time favorite is this boho collection. And I have this already. I used it, and came out. I'm not going to go through it, but that's the paper in it. Just loved it. When it first came out, I bought it. And then they had the paper kit, which I have some left. And so you get that. The alphabet, the die cuts, love them. The paper. That's why I bought these, because, well, this one not so much matches this kit, but this one matches the kit. And this one matches the kit. So I was like, yeah! So I got that. And then the last thing I got is this. Hang on, let me put this out of the way. Timber. Yeah, thing's falling now. Like I said, I gotta put this stuff away. I got this line, Vintage Nation, because I love patriotic as it is. My head is, what snack should I get? Yeah, you love the llamas. And I got this for the future pocket letter swap. Oh, that was cool. $21.99 down to $5.49. Oh, that was cool. So, 4th of July. And as you can see, look at my nails. I got my nails done for this weekend. Except my white polish is okay. You have to get new white polish. I'm red, white, and blue. Yep. So. Red, white, and blue. Yep. So at the grocery store, and I'm like, oh, I'll pick up a bottle of fingernail polish. I never buy fingernail polish other than from the Dollar Tree, okay? I'm a cheapskate. I almost died. A bottle of white fingernail polish at my local grocery store today because my white is like really thick. I put a little polish remover in. It didn't work. $10. I'm like, oh, hell to the no. I can buy 10 bottles of nail polish for one bottle here. Just because it says some Maybelline or something on it. Wasn't happening. So I had a lot of markers out because, like I said, I colored these all the other night. These will be in one of my sales coming up. I was asked to color some images, so I started. Got the little gnome guys in there, the wheelbarrow, the wishing well, so a little tree stump. So I started them the other night. It's going to be over 50 pieces. I know there is. I'll count them after I get done. I'll see how well I do on this sale on my color images, and I might take orders. People are like interested. So and well, BMO's gone in June, and I'm thinking about doing a pop-up sale on my channel. I just don't know when, if I do have one. So oh my god, my nose, hang on. So y'all know my husband works in a paper plant, right? He makes paper. He makes toilet paper. He makes napkins. He makes Kleenexes. I don't know. He makes it all. And once in a while, he can bring products home. So the other day, they had all the employees could take 3 boxes in one little thing of Kleenexes. It's not like I need any because I keep them in demand. And it's Spider-Man. He brought Spider-Man home. So right now I'm blowing my nose on Spider-Man. That's what I said. I thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, I need a new box. I literally was walking the empty box out to the in my recycling bin. I have a little recycling basket. I was literally when he pulled in, bringing out my recycling with my empty Kleenex box in. And yeah, we can buy cases of toilet paper so many. I think it's quarterly. That's why all right, good night, Donna. When everybody was in a panic about toilet paper, I was giggling. I was just giggling. I mean, we live in Green Bay is known for the paper capital of the world, you know. Yeah. Those paper plants are weird. Georgia Pacific's here. Where its original spot for Charmin is Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yeah. James River, Fort James, Georgia Pacific. Yeah, that all started here. Charmin, yeah, that's all was made here at one time. I don't know what we all make in our paper line at the big paper mill down the road from me. I live right down from is it Georgia Pacific right now? My father-in-law was an electrician at was Fort James. Then it went to James River, and now it's Georgia Pacific. My father-in-law was an electrician at them. My husband has worked at 3 different paper plants here in town over the years since we turned of age. He's at Green Bay converting right now. So to see Spider-Man on a shelf, my husband probably made it. Or would be walking around at Christmas or whenever and go, ah, Tina's husband made that. And Spider-Man, oh yeah. What else? He said they had Spider-Man, Superman. He got the little, the little purse packs, I call them, that were like that. Of them were Spider-Mans or Superman. I gave them the diamond for the kids for next year for school. Oh, well, my light burned out. Did you see that? Yeah, that freaked me out. Can you tell? I went kind of dark. I have to go get a new light bulb because that's going to drive me crazy. But, yeah, it's doing it. Maybe it just got loose. I don't know how it got loose. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's burnt out. Yep. I'll be right back, ladies. I'm going to go get me a new light bulb. It's too dark in here for me. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm back. Okay. That would have drove me crazy. Oh, this keeps popping up. Man, my nose. Planner stickers? Oh, you could probably. They are from the magazine, magazine I bought the other day. Oh. I have a project I started that I'll show you. I'll get it here in a second. But I'm out of my black ink. Oh, I'm so mad at you. For some reason, I'm on the HP program where I need ink. And they'll send me ink, and all of a sudden I realize I didn't get no black ink. Because I started a sunflower journal. So I looked on the side, going down the edge, the paper. And now it's all about kind of embellishing it. But I gotta finish it, but I need ink. It's 2 signatures. A lot of space that you can add. There's no pocket. But I gotta finish it when I get ink. Plus it's gonna have a tassel. I'm a little off on one end, but not bad. But that's what it looks like so far. Very sturdy. So I got that going on. I gotta put that aside. Hewitt Packer. They're on my bad list again. For some reason, they're not reading when I'm out of black ink. And I think I said, how's that possible when you can read what I'm out of? I said, how is that possible? You can read when I'm out of colored ink. Yeah, it's gonna dry. Oh, light blue. Get the colors done. Right. Yellow, 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 yellow. Oop. Just gonna how much I can do with the stars, so um, now what color do I want? The camper. What color do I want the camper? Make me sad. Makes me sad to read that a lot of people are returning their COVID dogs to the shelter. Huh? I mean, they got like the dogs from the out of the shelter during COVID, and now due to the fact that COVID's over and they're getting rid of their pets. That's just crazy. I hadn't handled people like that. I had a friend that would get pets, and then when she got tired of them, and I finally told her, I said, "You get another pet, I'm going to turn your ass in for animal cruelty because I think it's cruel." That they do that. And I asked her, I said, "Why do you have a pet if you keep your pet in a kennel all day?" Because I don't think her dog ever knew what it was like to be out of a kennel. And I'm thinking, why do you even have a pet if that's where you keep it all the time? Is in a kennel. Even when you're home. I get if you leave the house or something, fine. But she'd be home, that dog would be in its kennel. Whining. Like, let me out, let me out. That's cruel in itself. I asked her, I said, how would you like to have to be put in a kennel and stay there 90% of your life? Why even have pets? If that's your answer to your pet. I'll just make that up. Well, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oops. No purple camper. Everybody wants a purple camper. Oh. Buy a farmland, take in the homeless dogs and kittens and help them find forever homes. Of course, I'd probably need a lot of you help. Yep. Oh, I tell my husband all the time, he's so lucky that we don't live in the country. Because if we did, I'd probably have every stray in a 100-mile radius. Because I love animals. And I'd have more if I would be allowed more. But I live in a rental, so I can't. But I probably would have every animal in a 100-mile radius be dropped off. Oh, there's this lady on Coney J. She just drop your animals off. She'll take them. Oh, I don't. Is this the light color? No, I want the light. Hi, JD. Where is it? Okay. There it is. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. I didn't put it back, did I? No way. Okay, it's brown. It's black. It's black. Oh, it's right here. Yep, here it is. I was like, I didn't think I put it back. I was like, what? Ready. Is this the cool? Yeah. And yep, we do too. Except it ain't green. Ours is a this color right here. Looks like this color. We got through one like this, one that's kind of shaped like a teepee but smaller, and then a wall tint because of the living history I do. The latest. Oh, where? I think it's this one. Yeah, that'll work. Just on the edge. Give it some depth. Let's see. Now the wing. And this is my screwed up one. So let me get my pencil here. I circle it so I know. Damn. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. You want to see? I'll show you the other one. You want to see the other camper? We're doing these little packs for the next upcoming sale. So here's the little car or VFW van. Here's a little car. And here's this camper. Hmm. Never had a camper, always used tents. Pretty much best too. The only time I actually was in a camper is my grandfather had a camper. Yeah. I don't know how people can afford to go camping. The last time me and Scott called for a campsite per night, $80. I was like, oh my God. Expensive getaway weekend when it used to be the cheap way to take your family for a getaway, you know? Hi, Tanya. So this little set that I just got done using, I'll show you it, is this camper set. This little set I'm doing right now. And then the other set, plus it came with the die, but I'm fussy cutting. I do a lot of fussy cutting. And the other little camper set that I did is this one. I did all that. This one came with the scooter and the little flag. We're actually going to stick them together so I don't lose them. Yep, $80. Yep, per night. And I was like, oh my God. So Scott going to get a hotel is probably cheaper than the campsite. I remember you could go rent a campsite for like $20 or the whole weekend. Yep. Cool stuff. So creative for sure. Cool stuff. Looks like you're enjoying yourself. Keep smiling and to your channel. It's cutting. It's oh yeah, I love Buzz Cousin. Not believe what I paid for a steampunk kit supplies. LOL. Easy tips and tricks. Well, it's been a long time since I've been here for you. Hi, Kermit. What steampunk kit? The steampunk kit you got from me? Did you buy one from me with the violin? I don't remember. I'm kind of confused. Did I miss something in the chat? Let's see. So it was 80? No. Camping was 80. Oh, 80 to camp. Yeah. Yeah, 80 to camp. No, $21.99, I think it was. The magazine kit. I like these magazines, so I usually buy myself one a week or a month. About 2 this month, actually. They're about 21, 25. This depends. Yeah. And hello, Easy Tips Tricks. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. All right. Okay. I'm catching up on chat. Hi, Carebot. Karen Bot. Hello. I'm gonna go grab me something to drink. Let's thirsty. I'll be right back. Ouch. This is a creative. We'll look forward to hear from. God bless. Be right back. Is always united we stand, and united we make it happen here on YouTube. Yes, we do. And just not on YouTube. As you can see, I got red, white, and blue going on. Memorial Day weekend. It's the one holiday that everybody goes and forgets the real meaning of, in my opinion. So, I don't. Make it a party weekend. It's not about that. I'm just gonna avoid that with these. Do you know what I would be doing if my grandfather was alive on Memorial weekend? We rarely went camping because we would be putting flags on headstones for fallen soldiers all weekend. We usually started Thursday and we'd finish Saturday. At one time, I put over, I bet you, 3,000 flags out. Walk in a cemetery and putting flags on graves of fallen soldiers. That's what I would be doing on my Memorial Day weekend. And then if we got done, we may have went camping, but rarely. I should classify myself an Army brat, but I wasn't Army brat per se. I wasn't stationed on bases, but I lived with a grandfather that was a World War II vet. And then an Army Reserve for the longest time, too. And he belonged to a VFW. And we volunteered for things that regarded that. He did all that. And do you know, for the life of me, I can't remember his chapter name. That's crazy. I can't remember his name, the number, nothing. VFW, blog post, blah, blah, blah. I said, it's weird that I can't remember that. I don't know why I can't remember it. I know where it is. I just can't remember it. I could look at his obituary if I wanted to, but it's just weird that it's not in the top of my head. I don't know why. I don't know why. So I never paid attention to Scott goes, probably because you didn't pay attention to the number. You just went and did it. I'm like, true. I'll admit that. That's a true fact. Just got in the car and went with my grandfather. I never questioned it. So that's probably why I don't remember the number. You know what I don't see anymore? It's when you walk in a grocery store, you see the vets out there selling the little poppy flowers with a little tag on it, a piece of paper with some sort of saying. You don't see that anymore. Or with the Tootsie Rolls. You shove quarters or dimes or nickels they give you to. Oh, wow. That's cool. Where'd you get that? I mean, thing is I'm lazy. This is funny. I'm lazy. I could get out my brother's scan and cut, color these all out, slip it in my scan and cut, and my scan and cut could do this for me. But I'm lazy. I'd rather sit here and cut it out myself. I have to then get the machine out, put it on the table, move the stuff I have already. Now, I think I would use my scan and cut, and I said this to my husband. If I could have it in one place and it's plugged in and I just walk over and put the images on it, hit the button, let it do its job. But the fact I have to get it out, da 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 da, I'd rather just fussy cut. It's less work. And quicker. You'll have to let me know if you like it and where you got it, because it'd be interesting to check out. Did you guys see the moon last night? The red moon or whatever? Oh, God, it was beautiful. I couldn't get pictures of it, though. I tried. I don't know if that was just a Midwest moon, the way the angle was. I have no idea, or if that was nationwide. But it was gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Really low. I told Scott, man, it felt like you could reach out and touch it. That's how low it looked. It was gorgeous. We found a spot on our way home from Diamonds that we could watch it because we got so much light pollution in Green Bay. We were out by Diamonds, semi in the country, so we found a road. We even had a police officer drive on us. Asked, holds up and goes, "What are you guys doing?" And Scott goes, "We're headed home in Green Bay." He goes, "And there's so much light pollution. We're headed home from our daughters Guess we live in Green Bay and we're looking at the moon before we hit so much light pollution. And the officer goes, "Oh, okay. Have a nice evening." And we're like, "Are we in a private?" And he's like, "No, you're fine." Those cutters on AliExpress. I'll have to check them out, JT. Yeah. And they're called a what? Oh, let's see. Ceramic blade scissors. Is that what they are? Let's see. AliExpress. Let me get that up. AliExpress. Right? Yeah. AliExpress. Online shopping. Cutter maybe? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna ceramic tip cutter. Okay. No. Oh wow, I got something in my shopping cart here. What do I have in my shopping cart? No, I'm getting tips for like nails when I put that in. Like doing your nails. So let's see. Ceramic scissors, maybe? No. Huh. Well, Karen bought, maybe she can share the link when she gets back in because I'm not getting anything like that. What's in my cart? Oh, tickets. Cool. I'll leave that there. Yeah. However they want to word it. Yeah. Yeah, go down the alley rat hole. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty good about the alley rat hole, though. But there's a lot of cute stuff. And people get their undies in a wad to buy something from Alley. It's like, oh my God, you're taking away. Blah, 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 blah. They stole that in there. I have a cousin that works in manufacturing and thinks it's funny because everything says American made and it's not, but people think it's American made. It's packaged made in America, but not made in America. Because he says they come in big flat bats, like big boxes full, like all our stamps. He says they come in thousands. A lot of and they get shipped to wherever they want. And Lawn Fawn's a big one. This is funny, Lawn Fawn, because they recognize the name. And there's boxes full of the same stamp over and over and over, all in a box. And it gets sent to wherever. And then they put it on a piece of plastic. And then they put it in the packaging. American made. But it's not. Yeah. He sent me pictures. It was funny. Recognize the stamp, he says. And I'm like, yeah, actually. He goes, yep. Here's your Lawn Fawn stamps, American made. He goes, and they just got off the boat from China. Yep. Yep. All they do is package it. It's not American made. It's all packaged here. Package American, but not made. Big difference. Nope. We don't make shit here in America anymore, really. Yep. Well, all our like recycled products get shipped overseas for them to melt it down and make shit. Let it out. We recycle and it goes overseas. Mm-hmm. Because in America, everything costs. We are not cost effectively to manufacture in America. They pay their employees cheaper wage, so it's cheaper to make it elsewhere. Over there. I can remember when I was a kid, my mom worked at a shoe factory and all went to Mexico. The whole company. Because it was cheaper to make there. Yeah. Oop, got the hot dog. Okay. I'm ready. Oh. Owl, a bunny, a snail. Okay. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't done so yet. Thank you. Like I said, this was Tina fell asleep. Why do I talk to myself instead I'm pretty? It's weird how I do that. I fell asleep, guys, at 6:30, 7 o'clock today. I looked at I made this awesome dinner. And this is how me and Diamond's minds think, okay? We did a grill out yesterday, okay? And Sam got let go of his job 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. So money's been tight, and she realized she was out of laundry detergent. And when you talk a family of 3 kids plus 2 adults, and then Diamond's stepdaughter on the weekends, you get behind laundry. Seems like you never catch up. So she calls me, and I'm already left the house. She wanted me to grab just a couple of my pods for her, so she can at least keep up until she works Saturday and pick some laundry detergent up with her tips. Well, I'm already out of the house. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry. Yep, I got you covered, I said. Well, I stopped at the grocery store, bought her container of pods. I think there was 80 pods in there for $13, whatever. And she's like, oh, thanks, Mom. But they had cob on the corn, sweet corn, for $4. So I'm like, ooh. Because I asked her which one to bring for the grill out. And she's like, some side salad, go to the deli. So I bought noodle salad and then a cob on a corn. I get there and I'm like, here. I hand her and she goes, Mom, I bought cob on a corn. So me and Scott came home with 8 things of corn. I should have left it out by her. Actually, kids would have ate it up. But so tonight I said to Scott, will you take me to the grocery store? And he's like, okay. So I bought some shrimp, some kielbasa, some stir-fry vegetables, cooked it up, cooked the corn up. I boiled the corn with milk and butter. Got that done. And then I cut the corn in little cups, like about this big, little chunks. Threw that in, mixed it all together, and put it on spaghetti. I even lit candles for me and Scott's dinner tonight. He asked me if there was something wrong with me. I'm like, no. And we ate that up. It was good. So I kind of made like a jambalaya or something, they call it in the Louisiana or whatever. I got the recipe kind of off the internet. The only thing is they did it with broccoli. The recipe I came across. Scott don't like broccoli. So I did stir fry vegetables, green peppers, onions, yellow peppers. It was really good. I'll have leftovers though tomorrow. That's it. But Diamond had corn on a cob too. I'm like, I guess we were thinking. She goes, well, yeah, I saw it was 4 for some the other, so I picked some up. Because right now she's getting food assistance program. She applied for it. I told her might as well. I told her not to be ashamed if you need to. She goes, well, I have to make sure the kids get fed. I mean, because Sam got unemployment approved for it. Not a problem. But when it getting it, it's the question. Approved, but still not in the bank. I don't understand why it takes so long. She's already got a new job, but he doesn't start till the what you tell me, 10th of June. So she went and got qualified for the food assistant program. For right now, I told her, Diamond, don't be ashamed. There's people that do that and don't really need it or choose not to. Try to better themselves. You're in a phase of temporarily. You'll be back on your feet, and Sam will be back to work. And everything will be back to normal. She goes, yeah, but it just sucks that I have to do that. She doesn't like doing it. She hated it. Because she always looks at it this way. Somebody else could need it more than her. That's how my daughter looks at it. I said, but right now you're that person that needs it more than the next person. So don't. I told her not to look bad on it. Because she only took a part. She didn't plan. She was going to take the summer off with the kids. But a job opportunity came up, so she took it. But she literally just started too. Alrighty. Here's the little eyeball. I'm gonna do this little nose. These black markers, I tell you. My local thrift store, all the proceeds go to the local food bank. Yeah. Well, like I told my daughter, I said the time, and when she goes, she told me she applied for food. They call it something else. In my day, it was food stamps. I don't know what they call it these days. But she goes, and I hated it, Mom. I'm like, why? She goes, because she. Hi, Steph. I said, Diamond, you're using it as a temporary measure to get you through until Sam gets back to work. Your kids need to eat. And I said, and there's nothing wrong to get in, we pay taxes to have that benefit. I said, in 2 months' time, 3 months' time, you won't qualify for it because my son-in-law will be making $26 an hour when he starts. So I go, but you don't start till the 10th of June. He's been off of work almost 2.5 weeks right now. He hasn't got his unemployment. He's been qualified for unemployment. He's been approved for unemployment, but the check hasn't hit the bank yet. He'll probably be to work before they get that money. Luckily, they live on they live on a reservation, so their rent goes by their income. So they were able to get that adjusted. And right now with the COVID, the rent's been real low anyways. And it just started putting effect back of people's rent going up. Well, when then Sam called his worker right away. She just left it alone. She goes, "We'll touch it when you get back to work." So they temporarily put Diamond and Sam's on hold until Sam could get back to work because their rent is regulated by their income. So right now, everybody because of COVID on the res, I think their rent's been like $100, if that. So they're not even touching Diamond and Sam's because of his new income. But I told her, don't be embarrassed. I said, and she buys smart. I have to give my daughter credit because I see a lot of people in there that they're eating better than the working person that's working every day. So she buys smart. I used to volunteer at the food bank at the Catholic Church because when Scott got hurt and I couldn't qualify for any assistance, um, I went and somebody told me where to go because I was like, workman's comp barely covered our house payment. Still had to feed my kids, so I went to a food bank, and I was run by the Catholic Church, so I volunteered to help during. And I remember I watched this couple come in, and I knew them. Their income was twice as more than Scott and I's, and they're going to food banks. And I said to Scott, no wonder they got money. They don't even buy groceries. They go to food banks. And then I discovered they go to all the food banks in the area. I was like, oh my God. And they didn't need it. They had the type of income they didn't need to go to the food banks. I was like, oh my God. It just blew me away. I'll never forget that. And the look on her face when I was handing out her food, she looked up at me and she knew. I said to Scott, she knew that I knew she knew what I was thinking. Like, why are you here? You don't need to be here. This is for poor, and they weren't poor. And all I said, and then she says to me one day, she goes, you don't tell anybody that I went to the food bank. I don't want people to look down upon me. And I'm like, no, because she was this, they always had to have the best trucks, the best vehicles, the best clothing for their kids. So I said to Scott, she didn't want our high and mighty friends to know that she goes to food banks. Yep. 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 Greedy. Yep. She's like, why are you here? And I'm like volunteering. I didn't tell her that I was actually in need of. Well, my husband's hand went through his machine at work. My husband's my husband's hand went through a machine, and the top layer of her skin came right from about here off. Okay, all this was a skin replaced with a skin graft, and so it was work related. Luckily, he had to have a skin graft. They took the skin from his thigh to put here, but that was oh 3.5 months, almost 4 months off of work. And workman's comp when your house payment's $800. We barely got by in the last, I had to feed my 2 kids, and I wasn't working. He couldn't drive. I don't have a driver's license, so I could walk to the church and then I went down for food stamps assistance, and they told me to come back in 3 months because my income was too high. I'm like, "I'm not gonna need it in 3 months. My husband will be back to work. I need it now. How is this emergency assistance?" And I'll never forget that. I'm outside the social service building thinking, how's this emergency assistance if I can't get emergency assistance? I have to, I have taxes to pay in June. And, I think, yep. And, so I had a priest see me on the bench crying. So I'm thinking, how am I going to feed my kids? And I know my in-laws and my mother-in-law, wouldn't let my kids starve or I starve. But you don't want to ask, you know? And he sat down next to me and he looked over at me and I'll never forget. He goes, honey, are you okay? And I'm like, no. And I realize he's a priest because he's in his black and his collar. He says, what can I help you with? I'm here. I'm like, and I went, I'm not even Catholic. He goes, it don't matter. It's just my religion, but I can talk to anybody. And I started telling him, and he's like, I can help you. And the Catholic Society or Catholic Diocese bought my gave me $500 and a gift card to the local grocery store, and then he told me about the food bank at the Catholic church. I'm like, "Oh, I know where that is. It's just down the road from me." I said to him, "I would like to volunteer." I could, I said, "That's $500 worth of food, man. That's a lot of food." I said, "But I said I'd like to volunteer." If I go to get food, I'd like to volunteer, so I started volunteering. But I just couldn't get over people I knew and then because it was in the neighborhood I lived in. Yep, that I'll never forget her being ashamed and making sure she pulled me aside. "Please don't tell anybody I go to the food bank. I don't need them to know that I do that." And I'm like, "Why are you going to the food bank?" "Yeah, we save money," she says. That was her attitude. She goes, "We save money that way." I'm like, "This is put for the needy, for people that need it. You don't need it." She goes, "It's there to use, I'm gonna use it." That was her attitude. And I'm like, that was the attitude. It's there, I'm gonna use it. I'm like, there, just because it's there doesn't mean you use it. Mm. Oh, I was like, I did tell her, I said, "You know what? You telling me and being ashamed of it, then you know it's wrong." She just looked at, put her nose up in the air and walked away. Yep. I didn't say a word until she told everybody. Do you know the Massies are using the food bank at the local church? So I let everybody know. I'm like, "And so are you." She just stared at me and everybody's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I was volunteering." "How do you know?" I said, "How do you know that I was actually using the food bank, that I wasn't just volunteering?" Like, I was volunteering at the time. I was volunteering. I wasn't using the food bank. I was volunteering my time. I said, and I handed her food. Then she got mad because everybody was like, "Why are you doing that?" And that's when she's like, "Well, it's there to use. You might as well use it." And everybody's like, I remember the little group couldn't get over it. She opened her mouth, so I opened mine. I'm usually not like that, but whatever. I think my owl looks cute. I like him. He turned out cute. A little darker than usual. Little wings too. Do, 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 do. Hey. Where would I would? I'm gonna have to look up. Got a little hedgehog. I'm gonna make the bunny gray. Oh, I want that. Was it this one? Is it this color? Yeah, I'm gonna go over here to the little bear Tommy. This color. Little spots. Boom, boom, ba-dum, da-bum. Little ear. Okay. Boom, boom. Maybe the tail of the color too. And that one. There we go. Just a smidgen up. There we go. Okay. I like that color. I was on a housing assistance when Ron and I started dating when he decided to move in. And I didn't need their help. And then we. Yep. Yep. See, that's funny stuff. When Scott and I when we had our son Xavier, they wanted him to pay child support, and we lived together. I remember the caseworker going, "What?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "We live together. We're engaged to be married in a year's time. Why would I?" And all it was, and this is what a friend of mine had told me, they would have got money for that year for Scott to pay me child support. They would have put a percentage of, I think it was like 100 or $500 a year to pay child support to a person. Yep. And I wouldn't accept child support. I'm like, and what's funny is Scott paid child support on his daughter. She is 30. See, 32 years old, 33 years old. And we still get a statement from the state of Wisconsin that says what he needs to pay. And then it goes down. I should show it to you guys. It's hilarious. I added it up. We get it twice a month. You figure, what is it? And I called. We've called. I bet you Scott's called. Going, why am I still getting it? So you go 55 cents times 2. That's $1.10 times 12. $13.20 a year to send it out to Scott. And she's been 18 for how long? Because actually he said he was gonna have to support her after, so I don't remember the age, whatever. But we still get this. Yep. But he doesn't owe anything. He does not owe a dime. He's never my husband, I have to say my husband, I'm proud of my husband. My husband has never owed back child support. Never. I even remember the caseworker going, "Wow." She said she never seen that and seen it. Nope, he always paid his child support. But he shouldn't even be getting this anymore. The state of Wisconsin, when we called, this guy goes, "I don't understand why they keep sending this to you." And it says the yearly fee, what it should be, and then it goes to the bottom, 0 amount due, 0. We've called to have it stopped. But yep, we still get it twice a month. We just recycle it. No. The guy goes, "I don't know why it's not stopping this." We have no idea. The guy can't figure it out. It should have stopped as soon as she turned, yeah. It should have stopped when she turned 18. And you figure my stepdaughter is 33 years old. Yeah. But every month, twice a month, I'll open it and there it is. I just recycle it. Because the guy goes, well, maybe he owes and we don't know. And I'm like, what child would he owe on? You know? He said, so he did it. They didn't know. And he goes, I don't know why. He can't figure it out. He's like, I'm sorry. But I'm thinking, all right, how much that is a figure. Let's see. She is 32. He quits. She was signed off, which was 16. So 32 minus 16 equals shit. 32 minus 16 equals 16. 16 plus 16. Did I get it? 16 years. Let's see, 55 times what I say, $1.10. 16 times 1 and 110 equals, okay, I did that wrong. So 55 plus 55 is 110. Okay, 16 times, damn it, 12. Ah, man, 55 times 55 55 plus 55 is $1.10. 1.1 times 12. 1320. 13.220 times 16. That's $211 they've paid to send that to my husband in 13 years. Yep, $211. 16 years they've wasted to send that out to my husband. Talk about messed up, huh? Yeah. And the thing is, yeah. And I said to Scott, thing is not, you are one of how many this is happening to. Or, like I said to Scott, there's somebody embezzlement in the, and you're on the, and they're using, getting away with somehow collecting, but randomly throws this out and it's and something. So wouldn't that be a kicker in the ass? He goes, what do you mean? I said that somebody's getting money and the system is recognizing this. Yeah, thousands. Exactly. So I said to the guy, a lot of money wasted out just to send this out and for me to recycle. Save a goddamn tree. But why it doesn't stop, we can't figure it out. And neither can the guy. Because the guy's, we've called numerous times. Scott's like, screw it. I ain't calling again. He says, I'm done. Well, Yep. I used to get tons for my brother. 'Cause my brother always used my address as his mailing address. 'Cause I always said my brother was a nomad. You know, and he always used my address. And then when my brother passed away, yep, I was still getting it. Hell, you know what's funny? Is I've lived here in this duplex for 9 years. 9 years. And 3 years ago, I had a probation officer show up here for a guy that lived here before I did. And I'm like, "Dude." And he goes, "What?" I said, "I've lived here 6 years. You're just getting around to make sure he lives here? I need your job. Work an income, have a fella some sort of dude that's on probation, and you're just verifying his address?" I got a hold of my landlord. The dude never lived here. Yep. I was like, "Wow." Yep. And I'm one of these because he's like, "Can you verify that?" And I'm like, "No, I don't need to verify that with you. Get a warrant." And he's like, "What?" Yep. "I have every right to go in your house." I'm like, "Go in my house and I will sue your ass." Yep. Go right in and like enter. Because he is not a residence here. I told you he's not a residence. He does. I don't know who this person is, and and I'm usually not like that. I'll answer questions, but he was an asshole. Sorry, my language. Because he was acting like I was lying to him. So I got an attitude. Yep. Yep. I have no idea what the guy was on probation for, but I'm thinking 6 years I've lived here, and you're finally getting around looking for this dude. So when he called his supervisor or whatever, he came out. The other guy was nicer, and I said to him, the other guy that came out, and I said to the guy, I said, "I'd have been more polite." I said, if he didn't act like I was lying to him, like I supposedly knew who this person was, and I'm covering for him, because that's the attitude this guy had, the first guy. Yeah. After I said get a warrant, because he said he could enter my residence because of the probation. I'm like, you can't enter my residence. You don't live here. I have on paperwork that he is living here. I'm like, okay, enter my residence. I'm going to get a hold of my attorney, because you're entering a residence that this dude does not live at. So go right ahead, I said. Then he called the supervisor and asked for assistance. I'm like, go right ahead. Yeah, exactly. They were treating me like I was a criminal and lying for this guy that was on probation. And when he first asked me, when I happened to be sitting outside, I'm like, he doesn't live here. I don't know who this guy is. And he didn't believe me. And then he wanted to check my residence. And I'm like, no, get a warrant. I have legal right to go in this residence. This is his residence. I'm like, it is not his residence. I've lived here 6 years. And he says, prove it. I'm like, I don't have to prove it to you because I am not the one on probation. And I'm like, enter my house. I'm going to hold a lawyer right now. And oops, I grabbed the wrong marker. Damn it. Well, we'll just kind of make it work. And so he didn't know what to do. So he called his supervisor or whatever. They came out, plus with an officer. Officer goes, and the officer that came is a local officer because we have neighborhood officers. You see them all over neighborhood. And we have this program here where we give out Packer cards to the kids when they do spring and they get the new roster for the team. So, and the officers hand them out. And Coda always asks for Packer cards from this one officer. And he didn't have any, so he had to stop by one day and give Coda the cards. He gave Coda a whole set. And so he knew who I was, and he goes, I've never seen this guy in this neighborhood. And so I got a hold of my landlord. And that second guy that came out was more nicer. And I'm like, you know what? That's all it would take is to be nice. I said, don't act like I'm the criminal or I am lying. I said, this dude's never lived in my residence. Never. I've lived here 6 years. How long's his address been on record? This is what got me. I said, how long has this guy's address been on record that he's lived here? And he goes, about 8 years. I said, in 8 years, this has been his address? In this probation is finally coming to look for him? I said, I've lived here 6 years. Not once have you guys been here before. What the hell? 8 years. I'm like, somebody fell through the cracks. I said, I hope it's a minor, people get on probation for minor stuff. I'm like, but my whole thought process, like, but the thing is, they maybe, possibly, but this guy was on probation for at least 8 years at this address. Okay, 8 years. I lived 6 of the 8 that this guy's record was here, and not once in the 6 years did they show up before this. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm already in. He's on paper for 8 years, or 8 years he's been on probation. And this is the address, and he puts down, and that 2 years prior, they may have been here, that before me. But you're getting around now to start checking up on him, and he's never been out before the 6 years. Yeah. See, my brother's baby's mama, as I call her, is bipolar. Her son took off on her, and she called and ran away. Okay. Well, she told the police department my brother kidnapped him. So they show up at my house looking for my nephew and my brother. And I said, what? And they're like, yeah, your Tammy thinks your brother kidnapped his son. And I looked at the cop and I'm like, my brother's dead. And they didn't believe me. I went and got his ashes. And plus my brother had a warrant. I said, why does my brother have a warrant for not showing up for a court hearing? I'm like, well, how? And I was getting pissed. I said, how do you know he wasn't there? The guy goes, because there wouldn't be a warrant if he showed up for court. I'm like, oh, you don't know that. And he goes, don't get smart with me. And I'm like, I'm not getting smart with you. I'm just saying, how do you know he wasn't there? Can you prove he wasn't there? Well, there wouldn't be a warrant for his arrest. And I'm like, my brother's dead. They told me to quit lying to them. And I'm like, what? I said, yep, quit lying telling them that my brother was dead. I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. Came out with my brother's ashes, put him on the porch, threw the death certificate at the guy's feet, and I'm like, "Here you go." I said, "My brother's been dead for 9 months." I said, "So he may have been in court." I said, "The psycho bitch is bipolar. Her son is probably at the neighbor's." 'Cause she's a psycho. She's the psycho bipolar. She's. And cop just the one cop goes, "Oh." And I'm like, "Yeah." Said accusing a person of being lying for their brother. I said, "First of all, why would my brother kidnap his son?" I said, "Technically, if my brother was alive, it was every other week custody anyways." I said, "Oh, so he may have been in court. He may have been there. You just can't prove it." I said, "He's an angel. He may have showed up for his court hearing. I don't know. He's dead. He could have been there." Yep. And lo and behold, he was at the neighbor's. Yep. She forgot that all drugged out on because the thing is, this woman's nuts. Yep. I said, "Do you ever research when you take a complaint from somebody and look up the complaint's name? Because you would know her history, that she's bipolar, schizophrenic, psychotic bitch from hell that has a tendency to call yous and her kid when she thinks her kids are missing because she can't remember because she's so doped up on anything off the street." Oh, I did. Once he told me I was lying to protect my brother, I went, "Well, how do you know he wasn't there?" Because they didn't believe me. I was like, "What? My brother is deceased. My brother died." I'm like, "So you couldn't look up?" I said, "You didn't look." You would think when you look up a person's name, it would come back deceased. Something. I don't know how that looks. I'm not a cop. But I don't know. If you look up a person's name in a system like my brother, how it reads. Yep. I said, "Yeah, my nephew's probably at around the corner at a friend's house." I said, "'Cause she's so doped up on whatever she decided to take or off her meds, 'cause she was one of these that she'd take her meds, whatever she could and whatever." Yeah, he was there in spirit, yep. But my nephew's mother was one of these, would take all her medication and whatever she could get off the street. Yeah, so I call her psychotic bitch in hell. I have a restraining order against her, which the police department wasn't gonna do anything about because she came over and threatened to slit my throat. And when I called the police, they weren't gonna do anything. So I ended up calling police. I called the police on the police, and I got a restraining order on her. Because I said, "You know what? You guys, my kids come home from school and she follows through on this." Yep. And I go, "And my kids find me, you're gonna blame my husband. You blame the husband right away if something happens to the wife and not have a record of this woman threatening my life." So I went back in the house and I redialed 911 and asked for another officer that was gonna do his job because they didn't take it seriously. That time they did. And I got a restraining order. Judge ordered a restraining order, which is still on record. Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does it all. Yep, she does. I don't know if she does it anymore, but when my nephew was younger, yeah, yeah. She used to give my nephew NyQuil so she could just put him to sleep all day. And we picked him up for visitation, and we ended up in an emergency room with him because we couldn't wake him up. She was feeding him NyQuil. Yep. Yeah. The hardest thing she ever did to my family, is on the first or second anniversary after my brother died. She called my mother. I think it was the first. And my nephew did try to commit suicide, okay? And told my mother that my nephew, my brother's son, committed suicide and hung up the phone. I just want you to know it's your fault that your grandson committed suicide. Clunk. And hung up the phone. And my mom called me so upset that I couldn't understand her, that I ended up asking a neighbor to drive me over there. I couldn't understand her. She was so hysteric that my neighbor drove me over there, and my neighbor happened to work for the fire department. When we got there, figured out what was going on. She got a hold of, she knew who to call, and he did not commit suicide. He wasn't dead. He tried to commit suicide. My mom got to see him because we have the law here. He was old enough where, no, it was the 3rd anniversary or the 5th. It was a year prior to my mom dying. So it had to be the 3rd anniversary, something in that. But my nephew was old enough in the state of Wisconsin that his mom couldn't stop my mom from seeing him. And he said, yeah, I wanted to see my mom. And I remember they took her into another room, and that officer, chief of police, ripped her for doing that to my mother. Just ripped her a new one. And told her how selfish she was to do that to a grandmother and a mother that already buried a child. Yep, that's the stuff she pulled. Yep. Crazy. Okay. I remember thinking to myself, we can't be the only family that has one of these in it. That's what I said to my husband. We can't be the only family. Please tell me we're not the only family that has these weirdos. Lucky my brother never married her. Thank God. Thank God. I'm gonna grab these ones right away. The little hedgehog right away, done. And then I got the camp set done. What time is that? 2:15? Yeah, and I'm still wide awake. Oh, I meant to do the leaves. Oh, Jesus. Marker, I tell you. This black one. Damn hard. Oh, excuse me. Right. Put that right there. Stick the hedgehog. Hedgehog. I know. Actually, I'm going to start out dark. Put that there. Find the right color. There we go. That will work. I can do this. What color is this? Warm gray. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. I think I use it a lot. These are the art markers by Pear-Coo. Well, not all of them, but most of them I got out Pear-Coo. I'm not liking that fire, but I will work with it. It's the yellow. That's better. There we go. Got them all colored. But I'm going to call it in the morning. Did you finish your canvas team? Oh, yeah. You want to see it? There it is. There it is. I'm going to, yeah. I got to find a place to hang it up now. I keep looking around going, where am I going to put it? Right now, I got it sitting behind me. I'm running out of wall space. I wish I would have did her a little lighter because you can't tell she has a nose. But it's there. Because these, if you hold up real close, you can kind of see the nose. Oh, I guess you guys can't tell. Oh, there, see? In that one. But, oh well. And I went around them in the black just to make the letters pop a little bit more. Yep. It's metallic-y. But I'm going to call it. I'm going to cut these out. And I think I'm going to go watch a movie. I feel like watching, like, Selena for some reason. Or Footloose. Or even Purple Rain. I don't know what it is with musicals right now. I got in my head to watch some sort of movie with music in it. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Grease. Yeah. That's another one. I know. I feel like going cuddling up. My husband's sleeping, but he sleeps through anything. Getting underneath the covers and popping a movie in. That's what I feel like doing. Because it's so ugly outside right now. I got a sweatshirt on because I left. I just turned our heat all the way down on a thermostat last week, thinking, oh, I can turn this off. Scott goes, well, I ain't going to turn off because Scott usually turns off the furnace in the basement for the year. He's like, I won't do it yet. And I'm like, okay. Guess what I did this morning when I woke up? I was freezing when I got out of bed this morning. I went and turned the furnace back up to 72. The house was so cold. I look out the window. It's raining, miserable. Yeah, this sucked. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the 9 thumbs up. Thanks for the conversation, guys. And as always, be happy. Oh. Be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Good to see you too. Boom.